Okay, let's get into it and see what we can get done. And the blessing that we are going to pick is a random rare card. I really like the transform one. Losing 10 max HP on the Ironclad doesn't feel that bad. Also, a random relic could go pretty well. Fine, let's take a relic this time. There are 2 elites here that we could take. That looks pretty interesting. Alright, let's get a random relic. And it's going to be a prayer wheel. That's actually amazing to have from the beginning. Normal enemies will drop an additional card reward. That means we have 2 easy fights that we're going into before the elite, which should make our deck much stronger if we aren't terribly unlucky. Have to take a bit of damage here, there's no way around it. And there we go. Getting hit for 12. And 2 more strikes should do it. There we go. Okay, so we add 2 cards to our deck. We get a choice between Uppercut, Tremble, or Drum of Battle. I'm not sure I want any of these. Uppercut, probably. And Inflame here, which, yeah, I think we're just going to take that Anger as well. I would prefer to take Inflame and Anger rather than a card from here. But Uppercut isn't terrible. It does deal a decent amount of damage, applies weak. Alright, I'm taking an Uppercut and an Inflame here. And straight up we begin with it. So we have to take 6 more damage here. And yeah, we're forced to take 1 more damage on the Sludge Spinner, and we're trying to build our deck in a way that we can actually take those 2 elite fights. So let's see. Bludgeon is offered, but our deck is too expensive right now. Stone Armor could get us through some of the fights and actually preserve some HP. Also, Rampage is being offered, which on its own is a way of scaling damage and actually solving the boss fight. Whereas Cinder and Perfected Strike aren't that good. Alright, let's take a Stone Armor. It helps us conserve some HP. And I am going to be taking Rampage. It gives us a solution against the boss, the elites. And yeah, we're betting on just taking elites this run, as many as we can, getting some good relics. Here we are offered the Endless Conveyor, which every time we pay 35 gold, we keep getting some sort of potential upgrade. It could give us something that gives us 5 strength for a turn, which isn't bad, but I think we actually pay the money here. We do have a shop coming up later that we could leverage in the end of the act. So I'm going to skip it. I'm just going to upgrade a random card, which ends up being a Strike Plus. And we get another combat in this question mark, which is actually good because we get our 3rd easy pool fight before we go into the elite. So I don't dislike this. And we're going to begin with plating and applying weak on the one that attacks us, which means we only take 1 damage this turn. And here we have to block and kill the one in the back. 1 defend is enough here to fully block because we still have some plating. And we might as well deal as much damage as we can here. And there we go. So 2 more cards. Battle Trance is an instant pick. I'm just going to check the other one first. Dismantle is also very good damage. Considering we have strength, we have a lot of attacks in our deck though, if we also put in Dismantle, so we might not need it anymore. Battle Trance for sure we take, but do we take Dismantle or not is the question here. Vicious, actually Vicious is also very good. I should consider Vicious here instead of adding another attack, because we can apply Vulnerable with Uppercut as well. So we have Bash and Uppercut that trigger it. So then Uppercut becomes draw 1. Yeah, I'm gonna take Vicious. It's actually a very good card here. And I think we have enough damage output by we already put Rampage into our deck. Alright, so let's see how we can do 2 elites in a row. And we have a pretty good start here. We can block most of the first attack. That's actually very good. and also put plating. Battle Trance will help us draw. Now we have a choice here. Do we use Uppercut? It helps us conserve some HP. But then I would also like to use Rampage and Inflame. Which one is more important to scale? I think scaling Rampage is a bit more important here. We're going to Uppercut and attack with Rampage. Vicious can be put into play here. We're going to take a lot of damage. Would have liked to have Weak on this turn, but we don't. So we're just going to put Vicious into play and block for as much as we can. We're going to take 17 damage here, which isn't great. Uppercut into Rampage is going to deal 21 plus 13. That's going to be 34 damage, so it's not enough. We're going to put it on 71. But I still think that's good. It puts us exactly before we trigger Shriek, so we're still going to take 6 damage this turn. But next turn we are going to be able to phase it and get it as low as possible. So getting it as close to 70 without crossing the threshold here is actually pretty good, although we take some damage. It also applies Vigor to itself, so we gotta be careful about that. But we're going to apply Inflame and just begin attacking. And let's see if there's any chance of us bursting it down. If I play Battle Trance here, I am guaranteed to get something that applies Vulnerable, so then I can combo it with Rampage, which is very good. We're going to apply another Vulnerable, because we want to be able to kill it guaranteed next turn. So we're going to do this. And we only have to deal 14 damage while it still has one vulnerable stack. So we conserve as much HP as possible. There we go, Rampage comes back. Bag of Preparation is a very good relic that we take here. And an attack potion is going to help us. Wow, we are offered Offering straight away. Offering is almost always just an instant pick. We are going to lose some HP using it, but it's going to help us conserve HP by winning the fights more easily. Spite is also good, but not at this point, not over Offering. And what can we upgrade here? There are plenty of good upgrades we can make, including Vicious. Offering can draw us more cards if we upgrade it. Inflame can ramp faster. Also, Rampage is a pretty good upgrade because it keeps ramping. This is a good upgrade for elites and boss fights. And Uppercut as well. Yeah, a lot of upgrades we would like to make for sure. I think I'm going to choose to upgrade Uppercut here. Is Vicious better? What do we have coming up? So an elite fight. What's most likely to help us in the elite fight? Another turn of Weak can help us conserve more HP. So I really like that. Yeah, I'm just going to upgrade Weak. I think it helps us conserve more HP during fights. Although in the AoE fights it might not be the best. Let's see. So we're gonna begin with Battle Trance. And we get Rampage. Uppercut here helps us block a little bit. I think we're also going to use our attack potion here. All from Beyond is not bad, especially since it costs 0. Unrelenting also can help us play Uppercut without it costing anything, so actually I think that's better here. So Unrelenting into Uppercut, and we have 3 more attacks, or we can block. So this is going to deal 25 damage. Then with Rampage, we're going to be able to kill, I think, any of these, 34. Yeah, so we're even able to kill this one. I think we do that then. There we go, we killed the highest HP one, and now we only have to block 8, which we already can by using 2 defense. But do we prefer dealing some damage instead? I think yes. We're going to go on this one that is buffing itself with 1 strike and then just defend 5. So we take 3 damage here, but I think that's fine. Offering, we're certainly playing. I don't think there's any universe where we're not playing Offering as soon as we get it. And then we have Stone Armor and Inflame that we would like to get out of our hands, and only 1 defend. So unless we kill this one, we have to take damage. But let's see, can we kill it? Don't think we can. We have to deal 24 damage. Which is possible if we play Inflame, but then we cannot play Stone Armor, but that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna play Inflame here. Oh wait, I miscounted. I need 2 more. Okay, so we cannot kill it. Then we do play Stone Armor and defend. We take 5. That's still fine, I think. This is going to be able to kill this one, and then we have 2 mana, energy left over. And Uppercut can weaken one of them. So you are going to be weakened. You also are vulnerable, so then we get Unrelenting back. That's also great. Alright, so we begin with Battle Trance. This deals 16. So Unrelenting has to go here. And then we can just deal as much damage, and we should be able to kill it next turn. It has 16 HP. But we get Uppercut, and that's enough. Joss Paper. Every 5 times you exhaust a card, draw 1 card. That's pretty good. Especially on the Ironclad, if we get some ways of exhausting. Stomp is pretty good. Yeah, I really like Stomp here. Deal 12 damage to all enemies, costs 1 less energy for each attack played this turn. The problem is we do have some expensive attacks, Bash and Uppercut. But if we play this with Offering, it's still good enough. So I might want to take this, although we are lacking in defensive capabilities. So that's something to consider as well. But Evil Eye cannot synergize with anything right now because we don't exhaust. It can only synergize with Offering, which isn't bad. Offering almost always is going to help us cast Evil Eye. So we could take it. And ensure we have a way of blocking 16. I don't dislike that, honestly. But Stomp just greatly increases our damage output as well. It isn't playable on a turn that we play Uppercut and Bash. That's the main problem with Stomp here. So then... Skip is also an option. Considering we have Prayer Wheel, we might skip these elites. Also, I don't think we can take them. Don't have enough HP for that. Alright, I'll take Evil Eye here. Just help us preserve some more HP. And here we have to Stone Armor into defend. And we're taking 14 right off the bat. But we can at least put Inflame into play. We are being frailed. And we are unable to kill this, so we do have to block. But Evil Eye is enough to fully block that. And then I'm going to focus one of the other rats then. So which one? 9 damage is enough, but we cannot bring any of them to 9. And we also have 8 or 13. Well, one goes here and one goes here. And we shall see. We're taking 16 there, but Offering is given. Yeah, we're definitely just playing it. And Battle Trance, and then we can plan out our turn. Rampage is enough to take it down now with the strength. Bash is enough to take down this one. But we can also Uppercut this. It's not enough to kill it, so we have to block it then. We're taking 8, so that means if we just hit here, we can do 2 defense and not take any damage, and we should be able to kill it next turn. There we go. So we avoid taking more damage. We get a vulnerable potion, which is very good on the Ironclad. Thunderclap synergizes very well with our... Where is it? Vicious? What is it called? Vicious. I don't dislike it. I think I'm gonna take it. And 1 anger. I don't think we need it anymore. We're not at the point where we need it anymore. So then just take Thunderclap. Letter opener doesn't help us that much, I don't think. And here we can either smith or rest. We still have to take 2 combats, so I think we have to rest, as we're going to be taking damage for sure. Now here is the cultist and toadpole fight. We can immediately remove the toadpole, which isn't bad. Alternatively, we can put weak and vulnerable on the cultist for next turn and block the toadpole. I think that's better. We have to get rid of the cultist, which is otherwise going to scale. Vicious and Thunderclap can draw us 2 cards, which might draw into Offering or Battle Trance. We draw both. So yeah. Can we win the fight without it? I don't think so. I think we're still going to take damage if we don't use this. So I am going to use Offering here. Play Battle Trance. And 13 plus 9 is enough. That's pretty straightforward. Then we just deal the damage here. It's going to have Thorns next turn, but we only need to deal 10 damage. So 1 block and 2 strikes is enough. And yeah, that's enough. Right, so we get offered another Rampage, a Shrug It Off, which is pretty good, or a Headbutt. And another Shrug It Off and the Headbutt in the second pick. Yeah, I don't dislike Shrug It Off. Headbutt can bring back the Rampage, which is a pretty good combo, I would say. I'm going to take 1 Headbutt and 1 Shrug It Off here. And we have to fight the Clam, which is a pretty tough enemy because it has a lot of plating and it scales very fast. On our first turn we can play Evil Eye though, and Bash can apply Vulnerable for next turn. Alright, then we can begin using Rampage here. Also, just play Offering first. Yeah, this allows us to play Inflame, Uppercut, Rampage, and Strike Plus. Just deal a lot of damage and set us up for ending the fight next turn. So 17 damage we need to do. Headbutt doesn't bring back anything yet, but we do have Battle Trance. I'm just going to play Shrug It Off first. And this is enough. Duplicator Potion, what could we use that on? We could use it on... nothing that important really. Maybe Stone Armor or Uppercut would be decent. I think these two are better for our deck right now. Duplicating Uppercut is pretty good though. Alright, I'm just going to replace with Vulnerable Potion with the Duplicate Potion. Feel No Pain. We don't really have ways of exhausting. Then I think we skip that. Oh, Burning Pact is here though. Yeah, do we take Burning Pact? Yeah, it does allow us to exhaust, which will synergize very well if we can get the Forbidden Ritual card. I think we have to take Burning Pact, it's too good not to. And then, is Feel No Pain good? I think Feel No Pain might be good enough to take. Sure, I'll put 1 copy into my deck. Can upgrade 2 random cards or remove 1 card from the deck. Well, upgrading 2 random cards is actually pretty good here. Almost all of these are very good upgrades. Except the base strike and defense. Sure, Shrug It Off and Headbutt are pretty good. And then at the shop, what are we gonna take? Enchanted attacks, we do not have any. We get offered Cascade is fun, but I don't think we're gonna take it. Is Bolas any good? It keeps returning to the hand, but I don't think we care about that. Yeah, I don't think we care about any of these. I think this shop is just useless for us. Inferno, but we don't have that much way of losing HP except offering, so we don't really care about that. I'm just going to take a card remove and remove one of the strikes because we have plenty of attacks. And here I think we can afford to upgrade something. We have enough HP to take the boss down. It's going to be the Lagavulin Matriarch, so then what do we care about the most? I think scaling damage with Rampage could be important, but I think we have enough even without upgrading this. So then I'm not going to spend an upgrade on that when I can put it on something that's better. Offering can just... We already have a pretty thick deck, so upgrading Offering makes sure it is more consistent. I think I like that. I'm going to take that. And now we would like to set as much as we can, so then we're going to play as many powers as we can to get them out of our deck. So we have to play Feel No Pain, Inflame, and this one, Vicious. I should have drawn first with Shrug It Off actually, but that's fine. Do we play anything else? I don't think we do. So there is Inflame. Offering, I don't think we play this turn. We're still gonna wait for another cycle. And there is Feel No Pain. And we can also begin by Rampaging. And bringing back the Rampage actually is pretty good here. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Burning Pact exhausts one card, which gives us defense, so then we can just exhaust one of the strikes. And we can headbutt back the Rampage to scale it quicker. We are going to take 19 here, but should be fine. We get Offering. Yep, we're just going to play it. Evil Eye can help us fully block this, so we don't need to play anything else except that. Then we can skip Shrug It Off and just Battle Trance. But first let's play a card out of our hands. I would like to apply Vulnerable before I attack with this, but if I want that I need to get one card out of my hand before I play Battle Trance. So then do I just strike here? No, I just play Evil Eye because I have to play it anyway to guarantee a full block. So then we can uppercut into Rampage into a Strike Plus for maximizing damage, or maybe we even play Stone Armor at this point. Yeah, sure. It thins out our deck and helps us block on the follow-up turns. So now just Burning Pact. We don't need Evil Eye at this point. Bash is a bit too clunky to play, so I'm just going to exhaust it here. We only take 3 damage. I'm not going to play 1 energy just to block 3 damage. I'm just going to use Rampage and headbutt it back. So yeah, we can see how Rampage is very good for actually killing bosses. Yeah, just apply Weak and use Rampage yet again. And then I also draw, even though I cannot use the cards, just to make sure I cycle back to Rampage as fast as I can. But yeah, the fight should be over soon, especially since we draw Rampage and we can deal 51 damage. Pretty good boss killer. Rampage on its own is a pretty slept on card, I think. It's not amazing, except in boss fights. So it does pollute your deck, but I think it's worth it. And now here is an interesting choice. We get offered Brand, Primal Force, and Demon Form. Demon Form I don't think we need. even though it's amazing, we already have a solution for scaling damage, which is just Rampage and using Headbutt. And if we get Brand, it allows us to exhaust cards out of our deck and cycle that scaling faster. We also don't have any cards that really benefit from strength scaling. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take Brand here. It helps us exhaust. A fire potion instead of an attack I don't think we want. I think the ones we have are better. And let's see what relic we are offered. So we can start each combat with an additional 4 energy, which is very good, especially since we have Bag of Preparation. We can also get the Seal of Gold. At the start of your turn, spend 5 gold to gain energy, but I find this boon to be quite underwhelming. We are able to end the fights pretty fast though. So maybe it's good enough here. But let's see, where are the elites? There is a path with 3 elites, and then if I do take that one, I want to go for the elites. Yeah, there's a lot of fights on this path. This path is very dangerous on the left. Maybe then we take a slightly easier one by going through the middle here, which we can. We can take 3 events here and go into this elite and then just fight here. If we're weak, we can also skip it here. And then we're only forced to take 1 elite. So yeah, I think I like this middle path. It's pretty safe. We could also take a shop by going here. But I would rather take the other ones. I think I really like Hot Cocoa here because I have Bag of Preparation. If I didn't have Bag of Preparation, I wouldn't take it. But like this, I think it's good enough. Seal of Gold. If we don't take this shop, there's no shop for the rest of the act. But we're gonna have one in Act 3, so we can... I think we can finish Act 2 with this combo then. And keep the gold for the following act, in case we need it to scale up our strength even more. So then we just take these 3 events, alright. And here's the first turn where we have 7 energy. We also get Offering. I'm going to play it. Alright, and we cannot draw any longer. So then what is the proper order here? Do we bring back anything with Headbutt that we care about? I guess Rampage doesn't matter. So then Thunderclap is pretty good for the AoE. Yeah. Or just play everything. Oops, I should apply Vulnerable first. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. They cannot take more damage. So then just Headbutt back the Thunderclap here. And I am going to take... No, I'm not going to take any damage here. Letter Opener also procs, so we're perfectly fine. Okay. Uppercut into Thunderclap, I think ends the fight. So that's 9 damage plus 6. Yep, that's enough. Alright, we get offered Bully, Howl from Beyond, or another copy of Shrug It Off. I'm not going to take any of these. And then we get offered Pillage, which is very good. Rupture and Bully. It is very good, but is it good enough in our deck where we have a lot of attacks? We have Thunderclap, Headbutt, Rampage, Uppercut. Yeah, I guess it's still good enough, especially with a combination of Burning Pact. Yeah, Pillage is still good enough to take here. Alright, we're going to Divine 3 times here or gain Death. I don't think we want this card in our deck just to pollute it even more, so I'm just going to Divine 3 times here. We're going to begin right in the middle. Here I think we can uncover... I think we can uncover a card or we can uncover the box, which I think gives a relic. I'm not sure though. I've never uncovered the box, so I think I'm just going to do that. I think this should uncover it. Oh no, that doesn't... Okay, so you need a 4x4 to uncover the box. So you cannot uncover a box with the only 3 divination option. Okay, I see. That makes sense. So then I should have uncovered the gold card. I did not know that this is 4x4, so yeah, it's still covered here, so it doesn't give it to me. Alright, fair enough. I should have gone for the rare card then, but it's fine. We can obtain a random power or obtain a random zero cost card. I would like to obtain a random power here, although the power could be bad. It could also be good. Juggling, unfortunately, is pretty bad. We don't really care about it. And we can add a clumsy to our deck and obtain a random relic. I don't really want to do that either, even though it exhausts itself. We want to prevent breaking our first draw too much because we have very hot cocoa, so I'm just going to skip it and take the money here. And I think we're good enough to take 2 elites here. We might not be though. I'll take 1 combat first and see how that goes. Alright, so here we can begin with Shrug It Off. We can put Feel No Pain into play. Juggling. Uppercut into Rampage and then just play 1 defend. Do we need to play Offering? I think we still need to, otherwise we're not going to be able to end the fight quick enough. Battle Trance is given. Yeah, I'm going to brand the strike out of here and then play Headbutt to bring back the Rampage, play Battle Trance, and there we go, that's the fight. Do I take my stolen card back? It is Pillage, I do want that back, but let's see the other cards first. None of these are good enough, and I don't think any of these are good enough either, so I think we skip everything, just take back our Pillage. Yeah, unfortunately none of these we can add. So we just skip. And do we go to the elite or do we skip it? I think we go into the elite because we also have good enough potions to take it down. Alright, we begin and we do not have any draws, unfortunately. However, we do have very good defense on this turn. Let's see. What is the order then? Brand can take the strike out, but we might just want to brand the Ascender's Bane here. But thinning our deck out is also very good. So how much damage are we taking? We're taking 6 plus 6, 12 plus 8, that's going to be 20. Because I'm going to throw the uppercut here. So if we take 20, it's enough to just play the Evil Eye. So then I can exhaust the defend. Play Inflame, Evil Eye, and just strike this one so that we can take it down faster. Alright, Offering, Pillage as well is here, so I'm gonna begin by playing Offering. Feel No Pain can help. Let's see, we're facing quite a bit of damage, 26. We're going to be able to kill this one, but not this one. Or are we? If we use one of our potions, we should be able to also kill this. Let's see if we use... I'm gonna use the attack potion here. There's Sunder. We did not take that much damage. Can only be played if you have 3 or more cards in your exhaust pile. We do. So actually, Pact's End is amazing here. Especially with Thunderclap. I think that's gonna be enough to just win. Yep. Okay, so first we play Thunderclap. Do we need to add any more strength first? No, just play Thunderclap and Pact's End. This deals 16. This deals 13. Yeah, that's just enough, isn't it? So just kill this, and it doesn't matter. Awesome, so we solved that elite very easily. The explosive potion is pretty good. Frozen Egg is very good. Aggression. At the start of your turn, put a random attack from your discard pile into your hand and upgrade it. Yeah, I don't think we care about that, even though it synergizes very well with Rampage, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it does synergize very well with Rampage. I don't think we need it though. And it's yet another thing that we have to put into play. It is innate though, and we do have very hot Coco, so we can always just have this in play for the entire fight. You know what? Since we have very hot Coco, and this gives us something to do on turn 1, I'm just gonna take it. Alright, so then this turn 1 should be pretty good. We can fully block because we have exhaust here. So I'm going to begin with Shrug It Off. We can Burning Pact away the defend. And we also get Battle Trance, which is amazing. I think we play it here because there's no other draws we can have. But first I could Headbutt something back. There's nothing I really care about headbutting back here. So sure, then I'm just going to play Battle Trance first, see what we get. Oh yeah, Letter Opener as well. Can we play 3 more skills? I don't think we have 3 more skills, we do not. So we're taking 19, then I have to play this and also play Inflame. Could also play Vicious just to make sure I have capabilities to draw next turn. And then focus down one of the exoskeletons. I'll bring back the Battle Trance just to have more draws next turn. We could also use the Explosive Potion if we need it here. It's a very good fight to use it on. Thunderclap as well is amazing. Alright, let's begin by using Battle Trance here. Brand could be helpful because it gives strength, which allows the Thunderclap to deal more damage, which might matter. We do not have enough. Yes, we do have enough to kill this as well, don't we? No, we don't have enough energy. That's the problem. Okay, so then I think we play a Feel No Pain here, which is gonna end up giving us 6 block. We exhaust one of the defense. Thunderclap. We're gonna block 11 if we play this here. If we don't, we take 2. So do we conserve this potion or do we use it to save 2 HP? You know what? I think I can use it. I'm just going to use it here. And then we can just take this down. And we should be fine for the rest of the fight. Just 2 more attacks that we need to do. And there we go. And we get back an attack potion, so it's good that we used it. A Drum of Battle, I don't think we take. Flame Barrier, I don't think we need anymore. Especially since it's pretty expensive to play. It is very good since it's upgraded. Let's see what's on the other reward. Another Headbutt, I don't think we take another one. So now the question basically is, do we take Drum of Battle to help us with cycling through our deck? It exhausts the top of the draw pile. That's the only problem. So does it break our deck? If it hits something important, like for example Rampage during the boss fight, we don't really have good ways of scaling anymore. Yeah, I think Drum of Battle is good, but I don't know. I don't feel confident enough to play around with it. So I either take Flame Barrier here or I take nothing. And I don't think I take anything. No, I'm just going to skip and keep our deck as it is for now. Gremlin Horn is very good. Amazing relic. And there we go. Here's a fight where the Flame Barrier would have been pretty useful. But I don't think we need it. Especially since we have an amazing first hand. I'm gonna play Offering here. Burning Pact can just exhaust one of the strikes. And then we can begin putting things into play. Feel No Pain and Evil Eye. We need to block this turn, so we're just gonna play this. Rampage begins scaling. We're taking 14. We don't need to block anymore, so then do we extend the vulnerable with Thunderclap? I think we do. Even though we put a lot of dazes in our deck. We get back Uppercut. And now we can only block for... Actually, Dazes with Feel No Pain. Okay, so Feel No Pain is very good against this elite. I did not fully realize that, but now it makes sense. We're gonna fully block because these exhaust. We're gonna take 2 damage, I mean, but that's fine. And this turn we are not attacked. So then Brand... And exhaust in the... yeah, that card, Juggling, it's not that useful. And then we can play Inflame here. Or maybe even Vicious to help us cycle through our deck. And here we can Headbutt first to bring back Rampage. And then Battle Trance should give it us. Then Stone Plating with 4 exhausts is almost going to be enough to block. This is not going to be enough to kill. We could use a potion to kill here. How much damage are we taking? If I play Plating and all these exhaust, it's going to be 16. So we take 5. I think I can use a potion to potentially save 5 HP here. I don't want to use the duplicate yet. I'm just going to use the attack potion. And yes, this should be enough. There we go. So we use that to conserve 5 HP. We don't get another potion though. And none of these I'm going to take, even though Thunderclap... You know what? Thunderclap is still very good because we have Vicious. I don't... Yeah, I should consider that actually. As long as we have Vicious in play, this reads draw at least 1 card when we play it. So then is it good enough to take? With how much energy generation we have now, maybe it is. Also, we just got Happy Flower. Every 3 turns we gain an additional energy, so that's awesome. Alright, I'm just going to take another Thunderclap. I think it's good enough with our Vicious. And if we upgrade it at the Campfire, it draws 2 cards instead of 1. Alright, let's see. What does this give us? We can pay 300 gold to obtain 3 relics after 5 combats. I mean, yeah. I think that's good. We are not going to use gold for anything except for a shop in Act 3, but paying 300 gold for 3 random relics is a very good rate. We just have to survive 5 more combats, which I think should be doable. Alright, so here a very good upgrade is going to be on Vicious, I think. As soon as this is in play, we're going to be able to draw a million cards. So now what we really want is some energy generation card. Since we have Prayer Wheel, I think the better option here is to take 2 normal combats instead of taking an elite, even though we can kill an elite. This just increases the odds we're going to find energy generation as a card, which we desperately need right now. Alright, so we begin this fight. We don't have much blocking, so we're going to take a lot of damage, I think. Is there any way to avoid taking that damage? I'm not sure there is. Not even with our duplicator potion, so that's unfortunate. We're going to take 20 damage here. Yeah, I think we're just going to take 20 damage here. I don't see a way around it. I'm going to play everything though. Oh, I can kill this to reduce by 7. Okay, it's not so bad then. There we go. So we do take 13. It's not amazing, but it's not that bad. The unfortunate part is that we cannot block. I think we just have to fully block the Bowl Bug. And then next turn we focus on the Nectar one, which is gonna buff itself. But okay, this looks fine. Vicious can help us draw. Do we need to play Offering? I don't think we do. This just loses us 6 HP in this fight if we do it. And with Headbutt, I think we can guarantee to bring something back that is going to deal enough damage. So the upgraded Thunderclap, which also can apply Vulnerable. Yeah, so this is going to be enough. There we go. So we save 6 HP there by not playing the Offering. None of these are good enough to take. We get another Burning Pact or a Pummel Strike. I think we just have to take another Burning Pact here. Yeah. Pummel Strike is very good as well, but Burning Pact I think just is better than Pummel Strike at this point. It allows us to thin the deck. And again, we're looking for an energy generation relic, something like Bloodletting or Forbidden Ritual. Forbidden Ritual is just the best here, but we just have to find it first. Alright, Aggression. Burning Pact. We're not gonna play before Feel No Pain. Yeah, if we play Feel No Pain, then we don't need to play Evil Eye this turn. Can play Shrug It Off here and just keep drawing. What else are we gonna put in play? Do we need to put Juggling in play? I don't think we care about it. Uppercut here. Which one are we focusing? The one in the back, maybe? And Headbutt can bring Battle Trance back. Happy Flower is on 2, so we're gonna get 1 more energy next turn. So yeah, then we do want to bring back the Battle Trance. There we go. Okay, so this turn we're gonna draw a lot of cards. We can go ahead and do this. We have 2 Thunderclaps in our hand. Remember, we also have Toxic, so we should exhaust these. And we actually can with Brand and Burning Pact. We're taking 13 here, so we still want to block if possible. But we don't actually have any more blocks in our hand, do we? We can draw a lot by playing Vicious into Thunderclap. No, we cannot because I just played Battle Trance. I forgot about that. So then, is there a way to avoid taking more damage? I don't think there is. I think we just have to deal as much as we can this turn. Yep, we're gonna have to take the 7 here. And bring back Battle Trance. Alright, so we take 7 damage. There might have been a way to save it, but I did not find it. And again, we don't want to play Offering here because we have enough damage to win. So there we go. Again, none of these are needed. They're expensive, they were good in the early game, but at this point we don't need to add more stuff to our deck. Another Thunderclap could draw cards, but I don't think I care about it enough. Ashen Strike is a way of scaling, but we already have Rampage to scale damage. And we're just gonna rely on that, plus Headbutt. And then what do we smith here? There are a lot of good smiths we can do. Maybe at this point it's even a Rampage upgrade. Let's see, our boss is going to be the Insatiable. So we're just gonna keep relying on Rampage to scale damage, and then the rest of our deck should cycle as fast as it can. Play defenses and Evil Eye, Burning Pact. Sure, I think that sounds fine. And we should be able to deal with the Insatiable, so let's see. First turn. We don't have any draws, but we do have Rampage into Headbutting back the Rampage. And I should have played Thunderclap first, so I'm playing a bit too fast here. Just think about the turn more. It's fine though. So we miss on 15 damage, I think. Something like that. Again, Thunderclap should be played first if we are going to play Rampage or any attacks. But we can begin with Burning Pact. Juggling we can get out of our deck by playing it now. And we're gonna take 16 here. So then I'd rather just block here instead. There we go. Taking 28 here, but we do have the Offering given. So let's see what we take here. Feel No Pain. It's gonna help us throughout the entire fight, so we're gonna play it. Frantic Escape, we do eventually have to play. Yeah, we're gonna take a lot of damage this turn. Shrug It Off can help a bit. And we're gonna play Battle Trance here. There we go, Evil Eye. This can fully block. But we're still going to exhaust, so we're gonna exhaust one of the defense, I think. And Evil Eye to fully block. Alright, so it's not so bad then. Vicious for drawing. And Uppercut sets us up for next turn. We are on 3 turns in Sandpit. So if our draws are terribly unlucky, we're not gonna get Frantic Escape in time to actually survive. So that means we should probably play Frantic Escape now. And then just Pillage to draw. Alright. So again, we're gonna keep waiting for our Rampage. This turn we have an extra energy, but we don't have any way of blocking. I'm going to exhaust the expensive Frantic Escape here. And we can also exhaust a Strike. That's gonna be it. Alright, there is Rampage, and we can Headbutt it back. I think at this point we should consider double casting, but we can also double cast next turn. So we're just gonna Rampage here and Headbutt the Rampage back. And next turn we can double cast it on Vulnerable, which is gonna end the fight. I think that's enough damage, so that means we can just let it hit us. The Strike is needed, I think, to set up the lethal on this turn. So now this is going to deal 120, which is enough. Can we end without using this though? Because I would like to keep it if possible into the next act. We're facing 30 damage, that means we need to deal a lot. So might as well Battle Trance here. And no, I don't think we can actually end without using the potion. Do we have Exhaust? We don't even have Exhaust to get the benefit of Evil Eye here. Yep, so then I'm just going to duplicate and end the fight like this. There we go. Vulnerable Potion is pretty good to replace. Pyre is energy generation, and it's upgraded because we have Frozen Egg. Yep, I don't think there's much to think about here. And here we are given the offer of Spiked Gauntlets, but I don't think we can take it here. Powers are going to cost 1 more, and we have a lot of powers that we want to put into play. We have Stone Armor in Flame, Vicious, Battle Trance is not a power, Feel No Pain, Juggling. Yeah, we have too many powers to reliably play this. Although with Pyre is not that bad. But Pyre is going to cost 3 energy instead. We are going to have 4 energy on all turns, 8 on the first turn. Yeah, considering I can get Pyre, it's not that bad. And then I can more reliably play with the Burning Pact. I think it's still good enough. Is it still good enough? We have a lot of powers, but is it still good enough? Maybe it is. We do have a lot of other sources of energy generation. Alright, I'm taking it. Even though all our powers are going to be more expensive, I think it's still good enough. And then do we take elite fights here? We are forced to take 1. Where are the shops? There is a late shop we can go to, and I think that's what we're gonna do. So then we take this path. We're forced to take this elite. But we do get a late shop, and yeah, that's good. A late shop, and that should be it. Sure, I like that path. Alright, let's see what we can do. So we have 9 energy on the first turn, that's quite a lot. But we don't have any draws except Pillage here. But might as well. And we begin by attacking this. We draw into a Sender's Bane, which is not amazing. Yeah, again, I should have played Thunderclap first. Headbutt is going to be enough here though. And uppercut is not going to be enough on that one, so we do have to take the damage here. Unless I use the potion, then I don't have to. Yep, sure. Oh, yes, I do get a Rampage back, so maybe I didn't even need to do that, but it's still fine. You go there. Oh yeah, because of Gremlin Horn, I keep drawing cards. I keep forgetting about that. And Forgotten Ritual is here. Yep, this is just amazing. We want to upgrade this if we can. Yep. There's our energy generation, and we also get another Feel No Pain here. Yeah, I think that solves our blocking capabilities very well if we take another one. Although it is a power, it's going to be more expensive. Spite can set up an infinite loop on its own. Yeah, I'm just going to take one Spite for the infinite looping potential. We're going to see if we can achieve it. We get the Weird Merchant, which gives us Snecko Eye. Is Snecko Eye good enough here, actually? Snecko Eye might actually be a pick. Because it's going to randomize all our costs. I'm not sure if it randomizes and then adds one because of Spite Gauntlets, or if it just randomizes and keeps that energy. So if Pyre randomizes to 0, is it going to cast 1 instead? I'm not sure. The Sad Happy Flower is also very good. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. Anchor is not bad. I can still take both. So if I want Snecko Eye here, I don't think we take it with Offering and Battle Trance. I don't think we can. Yeah, we're just gonna skip it. But then do I just take Blood Vial, Anchor? Blood Vial is going to end up healing us for 4 HP, 5 HP maybe. So then it's not that good. Then we might as well just take the Mango. Or just take nothing. I'm still going to take Anchor because I think for block at the beginning of the combat is okay. Alright, and here we can start straight away with the Burning Pact. And we get Forgotten Ritual, so can generate a lot of energy, but we are forced to play Battle Trance, so we're not going to be able to draw any more after that. Yeah, but we're still just going to do this. And then just play everything. Thunderclap into Bash and Headbutt, I think. And we can bring back the Forgotten Ritual or the Battle Trance. Just bring back the Burning Pact, I guess. And I do take one. Right, Burning Pact. We're still taking 21, but I think we're... No, we cannot kill it. This is only going to deal 10. Brand away the juggling, we don't care about it. So then do we just block as much as we can? Might as well. We're gonna take 6 here. Offering is needed, otherwise we are going to take the hit. And with all the stuff we have now, we should be enough to end here. There we go. Ripple Basin, I don't think we're gonna make use of that. Oh yeah, we got the 3 relics here. Whenever you rest, a random potion might come in handy at the end, and Festive Pauper deals a bit of damage. Bloodletting is here. Yep, we're just gonna pick it for more energy generation. And that's it, we don't care about the rest. Alright, so here we do have some ways of drawing. Are we going to need bloodletting? Maybe after we play Battle Trance. Okay, so nothing to exhaust here, but it doesn't matter. We're just gonna put all of these into play. And not much else to do here. Might as well play juggling here as well. And this turn we are being attacked for 27. But we can draw a million cards with our Thunderclaps. Okay, so that's 9 cards. We don't have many ways of defending ourselves. Which is unfortunate. Another Thunderclap can draw. Might have to just take the damage here, playing Pyre to set us up for next turn. Yeah, we are frails. I mean, we have -2 dexterity, so we're gonna take a lot of damage anyway. So this at least helps with making sure we can end the fight quicker and not take another follow-up attack. Until you draw a non-attack, so there are a lot of attacks left. So this should draw a decent amount. Never mind, it just draws in flame straight away. Okay then. Brand can set up Spite. Might as well begin with that. And Burning Pact. We're not gonna play in flame because it's too expensive. I can Headbutt back the Burning Pact. Do I have to play Offering here? Or can I end the fight without it? We are going to be able to kill one of these. So then I'm just going to bring back... Yeah, I suppose Burning Pact. We could use it again. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna use it again on this. I'm uncertain I'm going to be able to kill it on next turn or even block it on next turn. I'm only going to have... Yes, I will have 5 energy. Okay, I should be able to. I'm not gonna play Offering. I hopefully will be able to block 15. And unfortunately I'm not because I lose too much dexterity. So then I definitely should have just played... yeah, I should have just played the Offering. So mistake, I take 6 extra damage than I should have. And here I have to begin with Pillage. Do I have to also Offering now? I'm going to have 2 turns to attack, so I think I should be fine here. Oh yeah, juggling also plays the Spite. That's a way you can set up an infinite, by juggling the Spite. And then feel no pain. Alright, so I think we should be fine here. Only 32 damage we need to deal, and that's fine. So we end up only taking 6 extra than if we would have played Offering, so that's fine. Another Vicious, I think we don't need. We have enough with just 1. Cruelty is pretty good here. Yeah, we do apply Vulnerable a lot, so I'm going to take it. Even though it's a power. Alright, let's see here. Pillage can begin by drawing. Headbutt can put back the Pillage and then I can redraw it. And then Thunderclap kills one of the bots, which is cool. Can keep it going. We're gonna Burning Pact the defend. Spite can draw if we Burning Pact another of the defends. And at this point, we can still play using Battle Trance. Bloodletting can allow us to play a lot of powers this turn. Cruelty, Vicious, and Inflame, which should guarantee we don't take any more damage. So then I just play all of them. Alright, so Thunderclap is going to draw 1,000,000 cards. And we can kill both of them here. And we're also getting energy and draws because this counts as killing them, which is an interesting interaction with Gremlin Horn. So as soon as you kill one of them, they replace themselves, but you do get the extra energy. That's nice. And then Burning Pact here can help us keep going if you draw into Forgotten Ritual. That's what I was searching for. We were actually guaranteed to draw it if I would have just looked at my draw pile. And do we need to play Offering, or can we end this fight without it? Next turn we're gonna draw out of our entire deck. And I can also leave one of these with Vulnerable on them. Sure. I think we should be fine without playing Offering. Yep, Thunderclap can draw. We also have Bloodletting if we need it, but another Thunderclap is going to kill the one on the left and deal a lot of damage. And then Rampage is just going to kill this, so we're fine. We don't need to lose any more HP. There we go. And we're done with that. We do get a Power Potion. I don't know if I want it instead of the Vulnerable. I think I might want it. Taunt is amazing here because it allows us to draw, and it's a very good block card. Yep, I'm just gonna take one of that. And Second Wind does synergize well with our deck as well, so I don't think we mind having one of them. I am going to take a Power Potion instead of the Vulnerable. Okay, we can make one of our cards not exhaust anymore. Or we can deal 1 damage to a random enemy whenever we exhaust. Isn't amazing, but it's pretty good. So we can have an infinite amount of offerings, and I think that's just insane. What else could we put that on? I think that's the only card in our deck that self-exhausts. Is that the only card in our deck that self-exhausts? I think so. Well then, we only take 2 damage if this is in the hand, and we can also pretty easily exhaust it. So then, Offering, we can play it 1,000,000 times. As long as we have HP, we're just going to be able to play it in the fight. So I think that solves our boss fight quite nicely. But we still have to bypass 1 elite without dying, so let's make sure we do that. Feel No Pain is going to greatly help. Burning Pact hopefully draws into something good here. It doesn't really, so we kind of have to take some damage here unless we use a potion. We're just gonna keep going by drinking the Swift Potion here. And we do get Offering, so we can keep going. We do have to make space for it first. So Spite has to get out of our hands. 1 defend is probably going to be needed to fully block here. And Pyre is probably going to be needed for the rest of the fight. It's unfortunate we cannot also play Vicious. I mean, we could, but our focus here should be blocking on this turn. I can block 9 with this. And then I'm gonna have more energy left over to potentially block some more after I play Offering. Bloodletting as well. Just allows us to play a lot more things here. Might as well. 1 defend to block more. And the rest is going to be set up for the follow-up turns. So we only end up taking 8. But we did have to play Offering and Bloodletting, so we take an additional 9. We do have 2 campfires coming up, so we should be fine though. Alright, so here we can draw with Thunderclap. Bash as well is going to draw. Forgotten Ritual, we will be able to proc because we have Brand in our hand. So first, let's keep drawing. And we draw the Ascender's Bane. Keep drawing with this. And Burning Pact here means we can play this. Evil Eye we don't even need to play anymore. We do have enough. Cruelty, just make sure we deal 1,000,000 damage. And Battle Trance at the end. Second Wind can exhaust a bunch of stuff here. Do we need it? Not really. So instead, we're gonna Headbutt and bring something back. What are we going to bring back? Probably Burning Pact. Yes, one Burning Pact we can bring back. And we're only going to take... We're not gonna take damage here. But we should try to end this fight if we can. Taunt is going to allow us to draw, which is amazing. Yeah, Vicious is just so good. Pillage as well. Shrug it off. So we are getting hit for 36. We still need to block if we can, and Second Wind should be able to do that. Yeah, it's going to exhaust a bunch of stuff here, and we can play Rampage for the damage. There we go. We are getting hit for 43 here, but we should be fine. We can draw a bunch of cards here. And Burning Pact as well. We do still need to deal a bunch of damage. We don't have enough yet. And we fully block somehow. This is going to draw. So we play it then. We have to play an offering here. If we play Brand, Spite is going to draw. And then... we can put Uppercut on top of our deck, which should be enough to end the fight. By playing this. We take an additional 3 there, but we end the fight. Okay, that's decent. I think there was a way to save like maybe 3 or 6 more HP there. Another Cruelty. I don't think we want another one. We're fine without it. And really, we're not going to take any of these. So now we can just take the Campfires and rest. Whenever you rest, procure a random potion. We had a Soldier Stew. All cards containing strike gain 1 replay. I don't think we need that. We don't really have anything like Pommel Strike that would play twice. So then we just skip it. Is it better? No, I don't think it's better than the colorless potion. And let's see, we can trade a Relic. We don't want this one. We can get Red Mask, which is pretty good, but we care more about the energy. And Prayer Wheel for Pen Nib. Yes, we are going to take that. We don't use the Prayer Wheel anymore, and this is just going to double our damage every 10 attacks. We have another shop offered to us, and what we can take here is another Battle Trance, maybe. I don't think we need another Battle Trance because it blocks drawing more. We can take another Feel No Pain. Yeah, another Feel No Pain seems good here. And then we can enchant an attack with Corrupted. We could enchant Vicious, but I don't want to lose more HP. We already lose from Offering and Bloodletting. And we don't really care about the 50% more damage. So then we're just going to transform an attack. And it's going to be 1 strike. Into another Vicious that is upgraded, so... we're gonna draw 4 cards every time we're vulnerable after we have those in play. And we are going to rest again because it gives us another potion. And yes, I am going to take Distilled Chaos over the colorless card. And let's see how the boss fight goes here. We're just gonna begin by putting the power into play. No point not to. Do we need aggression? I mean, this is going to put a lot of cards into our hand. And I think it's better than everything else. Although Juggernaut with our Feel No Pain isn't bad. I still am just gonna take an aggression here. And oh, that's interesting. So it was supposed to be 0 energy, but since we have Spiked Gauntlets, it does add 1. So then Snecko Eye, I think, works the same, where it would randomize the cost, but then add 1. So then Snecko Eye is not that good of a synergy with this. Alright, but we are taking 20. We are blocking already for 14. So I think we're just gonna keep setting up, playing as many powers as we can. No need to play Cruelty yet, so we can begin drawing. 1 Feel No Pain is not bad here, and we can also defend. Alright, so almost fully block. And we can keep setting up with Pyre here. We're gonna take 16, but for the point of having Pyre in play, I think that's fine. I'm gonna draw first then, if we do that. We don't get any energy generation. So then I'm just gonna play Pyre here. And it's fine, we take 16, but should be set up for the rest of the combat. Alright, let's begin drawing. Burning Pact. And thin out our deck. Forgotten Ritual can be put back on top. So then if we Burning Pact, we can even get rid of Battle Trance at this point, I would say. It's not going to get to attack, I think we're just ending this turn. So then our purpose for this turn, besides killing it, is setting up everything else that is a power in our deck. So then, do we play Taunt? We can, it's going to draw. Brand can get rid of Juggling. We're gonna have plenty of energy to keep playing, but we are going to have to use Offering, I think. Yes, so we're going to use it here. Oh wait, it's not enough here. So we are taking 57. Can play Second Wind here. Sure, I think we can. Oh wait, no. We already killed it, so we're fine. We don't need to, but we can exhaust the rest of our blocks here and the Bloodletting. I don't really want to exhaust the Bloodletting though. So do I just play it then? Yeah, I think I don't want to exhaust that, but I do want to exhaust the defense, and then we can get rid of this. Alright, so we thinned our deck significantly. There are still a lot of things to go through. But let's keep going. We have plenty of energy to do that, and yeah, we have a million ways of drawing. Burning Pact to just get rid of all the useless stuff, which are strikes. Taunt is going to draw here. Pillage is also going to draw. Everything's going to draw. We don't have the energy yet. We need Bloodletting or Forgotten Ritual if we can find it, and then we can Headbutt it back. But at this point we have too much stuff in our hand. So maybe play this and Pillage. It draws Decay. I am going to play Distill Chaos now. Okay, we do get Forgotten Ritual, and we can exhaust another strike here. Second Wind can exhaust everything that's useless. So we can Headbutt back the energy generation, which is going to be Forgotten Ritual in this case, and then just exhaust. Yeah, just exhaust everything. I don't care about Cruelty. Just exhaust it here. Forgotten Ritual makes us keep going. And yeah, this is not gonna stop anytime soon. Where is our Forgotten Ritual? It's a bit far, but we do have Bloodletting. Thunderclap is gonna draw more. We're drawing 4. Another Second Wind usage. But we need the energy. Offering, I think we can get rid of with Second Wind. Don't think it's needed anymore. Brand as well. Sure. And we should be able to set up an infinite at this point. We just have ways of drawing 1,000,000 cards. Pillage just draws everything out of our deck. But Taunt can also draw everything can draw here. Second Wind would get rid of Burning Pact. Can get rid of Bash because it's too expensive. Can get rid of one of the other copies of Burning Pact here. And the Infinite should be almost set up. I still think we need to get rid of one card. So just use Spite here. Burning Pact can get rid of the... what? Of the Second Wind. There we go, we should be set up now. Just need to be able to draw more on the follow-up turn. It's also going to be intangible on the follow-up turn, so we actually need to survive one. Sure. Yeah, and actually we don't have ways of generating field, do we? But we can weaken it. So it's going to deal 21. We can use Burning Pact still. What is not needed out of this? I guess Rampage can go. And Village can also go. Alright. Should be done now. Oh yeah, I still need to have an exhaust happen this turn. So then it's going to be Headbutt. Thunderclap. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just playing random cards. Okay, so Forgotten Ritual. Thunderclap is going to draw. Bloodletting also triggers our Spite to make it able to draw. Uppercut also draws 1,000,000 cards, so we should be perfectly fine here, but... yeah, I can just play as many cards as I want now. I just can't see the loop here. I'm a bit confused, I'm not gonna lie. There we go, Forgotten Ritual Uppercut into Forgotten Ritual Thunderclap. Okay, it's not that complicated, I don't know why I'm making it so hard. And there we go. We're done with Ascension 5. We're going straight to Ascension 6, and we made an infinite loop at the end of the run. I think that strategy with Ironclad is to make infinite loops as fast as you can, but I find that a bit annoying to play that way. I don't like it as much. So I hope they nerf some of the energy generation ways and exhausting that Ironclad has. Forgotten Ritual is just broken, along with Bloodletting. But yeah, there we go. We made it work in the end with 1,000,000 vicious draws. And yeah, that was a fun run. It's a long while to finish as well. But there we go. That's Ascension 5 done. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.